Shalom, brothers and sisters. So, as much as I don't want to just constantly be getting into the politics, we need to address a few things on the latest developments. So, let's quickly dive into them and we'll get through them and I'll give you my take on it. First article was man arrested in Florida after threatening to kill Donald Trump and J.D. Vance. The Jupiter Police Department in Florida arrested Michael M. Wiseman on Friday for making threats on social media to President Trump, former President Trump, and Senator J.D. Vance. Wiseman is facing charges of written threats to kill for the threats he made on his Facebook account. He should have quit Facebook long ago, but what do I know? The police received multiple tips about Wiseman's comments and concern from residents because everyone is just sitting on Facebook at home. Wiseman made multiple threats against them, including threats of bodily harm to their families. So, you know what? The lawlessness and the chaos in all these things is insane. You don't like a leader, a political leader, so you're going to kill him or harm his family. I'm in South Africa. There's a lot of political leaders I don't like, and that is the majority of them. Now I must go harm them or threaten their families and harm their families? How does that represent what's right? It represents lawlessness and evil, and that has become a normal thing in the world today, unfortunately. Then the Democrats applaud. Now, we did say he was going to resign by Sunday. We knew it. There was a heads up that it was coming, and it came. He resigned. Republicans fume as Joe Biden drops out to endorse Kamala Harris. Now, before I even get into this, what sort of a president resigns on social media? He doesn't think you're important enough to take the time and get in front of a camera immediately and do it as a man face to face. Maybe they didn't think he could make it through the speech without reaching for an ice cream or fumbling over his words. But still, you resign on social media first? Washington erupted on Sunday as Joe Biden reversed course after weeks of calls for him to drop out and announced he would not be the nominee for the Democrat Party in 2024. Members of the president's party applauded him and spoke glowingly of his legacy, while Republicans, coming of their own nominating contest last week, called for him to step down as president immediately. Right? How can he be president still for the rest of his term if he can't be the candidate for the next term? Then why is he still in office? Hand over to Kamala and get out. Go on holiday, grab an ice cream, see a doctor. Hillary and former President Bill Clinton released a joint statement endorsing Harris for the nomination. Okay, so Harris has obviously never said anything against the Clintons because she's still breathing, but hey, it's just a side joke. But yeah, what does that mean? Joint statement. You're supposed to be married. It should be together. Barack Obama. Now, this is the one that was interesting for me and the one I was waiting for. Barack Obama breaks silence on Joe Biden's decision to drop out of the race. He spoke out after Joe Biden announced he will not seek a second term in office, saying his former vice president is a patriot of the highest order. In a statement lauding the decision as a testament to Biden's profound patriotism and dedication to the nation, it's not that, he was forced out by his own people, Obama labeled the 81-year-old as a patriot of the highest order. Why don't they just give him a medal? Because that sounds like that speech. Despite the uncertainties, he voiced his firm belief in the Democratic Party's capacity to steer through this period and choose an outstanding candidate. Now, this was interesting for me because he did not endorse Kamala Harris. The puppeteer, Obama, who I think's been running things from the basement anyway, did not endorse Kamala Harris. I'm sure Kamala Harris is cackling about that somewhere, but that is interesting, and it's not important, because why did he not endorse her? Everyone values his opinion on the Democrat side, so here's what I'm thinking. Pelosi is not against a Harris-led ticket, according to the Times. But instead, Pelosi is advocating for an open nomination process at next month's Democratic National Convention, arguing that Harris or any other potential candidate would be strengthened by earning the title. So as much as Biden says it should be Harris, and these people say it should be Harris, and Clinton say go Harris, Obama and Pelosi are saying no, maybe no, let's not endorse. And Pelosi saying give everyone a shot. Why? Because they already have someone in mind that can stand against Trump. Do you really think Cackle Girl can stand against Trump in the next debate? Michelle Obama, Michael, hailed only person who can beat Trump after Joe Biden quits re-election. Minutes after the 81-year-old politician shared the letter, Twitter was abuzz with praise for 60-year-old Obama, urging her to enter the fray. Another advocate took to Twitter saying, Michelle Obama, your country needs you. Please throw your hat in the presidential race. You can beat him. And think your husband was the first black president. You can be the first black and woman power couple extraordinaire. Now, this is what I've been saying all along. It's the only play that makes sense to me for the Democrats. If they were asking my opinion, that's what I would pitch them. Take Michelle Obama, chuck her in the race. Everyone that loved the Obamas will rally behind them, and you get the Obamas back in the White House where Obama wants to be, and everything seems to work out that way. It's an effective opposition to Trump. And like him or hate him, think he's the Antichrist or not, Obama's good with his speeches and calm under pressure. He'll be able to handle a debate with Donald Trump. That's my opinion. And I think we're seeing a lot of that between the lines in what a lot of these people are saying in this whole situation with Biden exiting. Of course, the world leaders are saying, well done, you did so much, oh, it's awesome, we really respect you, blah, 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 blah. I don't even know why Netanyahu is even meeting him if he's out. Maybe hold off and meet with the next person who's going to be in, if there's an election, because I still think we're that close that we might not see an election, or there might be a complete meltdown of the systems, as we saw a trial run of just the other day, or who knows what else, cyber warfare, or the actual war might kick off. Who knows what's next? You might not even see this. I'm hoping not to see the next president of the United States, because I will be gone and sitting with the Lord upstairs, waiting out a 7-year period of judgment that has come upon the earth. That's what I'd like to say. But let's watch and see. We occupy until the King collects us, and while we occupy, we're in the field, we're handing out Bibles, we're preaching the gospel, we're praying for people, we're changing lives, and we're ministering. And we're doing this together. Those of us in the field, laboring, those of you who can't, supporting, all of us praying together, and we're doing what we can do while we can, because I firmly believe in my heart, people, time is up. Prepare to fly. Just look at the increase of rapture, dreams and visions and everything that's happening. Yeah, it is insanity with how close we are. I can feel it in my bones. So I'm not worried about who's going to be the next leader. I wasn't worried about what was going to happen with our politics in South Africa either. Whoever's coming into power now, I feel sorry for, because they're in power for the tribulation. Let that sink in for a minute. Shalom.